Here you can see footage of archaeologists and conservators removing the closed helmet from a fort period feature along the east palisade of James Fort. And this began the lengthy conservation process for this artifact. Excavated in the field season of 2007, this closed helmet is now approaching the end of the conservation process. Hello, my name is Michael Lavin, Senior Conservator for the Jamestown Rediscovery Project, and we're here in the lab looking at one of the final steps in conservation of this iron closed helmet. After it is finished its deionized bath, it is desiccated in the oven at a low temperature to drive off any of the existing moisture that's on the artifact. And now I'm going to take it over to the air abrasion room and blow off the last bit of flash rust. After that, it will be coated with tannic acid and B72 in acrylic. Here we're at the air abrasion workstation, and I'm using fine aluminum oxide powder under air compression to remove the flash rust from soaking the helmet. And it's relatively quick, but you still have to be very careful because the object is extremely fragile. This process should take me to completely do this object probably about 4 hours. During this entire air abrasion process, there is a high potential for a very fragile artifact like this helmet to break, but we can mend it back together and it will look very similar to what it did when we started. Okay, right now I am using tannic acid on the exposed wrought iron pieces of the helmet, and that will actually oxidize, and you can see it start turning darker, and provide a protective shell against the environment, adding one more layer of corrosion inhibitor. And it turns the gray wrought iron into a purple, deep purple hue. You'll notice that there are a lot of holes here on the helmet, but the ones that were on purpose are this double row underneath the eye slits here, and then there's some around the mouth here. I'm using a acetone based an acrylic adhesive that's reversible to mend these small plates that came off during conservation. Nothing is going to line up exactly right again. It'll be close enough that I can mend it and then fill with some silk crepeline. So this will take about a good 20 minutes or so to dry enough that I can add the next piece in, which goes right here. That'll take another good 20 minutes to dry. Stay tuned to news from Jamestown. Artifacts like this and other significant finds will be in a changing exhibit, hopefully to be finished by the end of 2011.